This screencast is going to show you how to use a TI30XS multi-view calculator. I have only ever seen these in this blue and white design, but it will have the word multi-view if this relates to your calculator. You may also see one that's TI30XB because that means it's a battery operated, so this one has the solar panel. We're going to be entering scientific notation in this, and these are numbers that are like 1.23 times 10 to the fourth. On a spreadsheet, you're going to see that as 1.23 with an E and 0, 4, or 4. It depends on the application whether you'll need the 0 with the 4 or not. Okay, so I'm going to turn my calculator on, and I'm going to do 1.23. Oops, I missed the decimal point. 1.23, and then this button here, I'm going to zoom this in for us. Okay, you'll see this button that says 10 to the 9th. Okay, and that's going to give me this whole times 10 factor, and you'll see there's a little up arrow. This means power. So I'm going to select 4 and I'm going to hit enter. And you'll see it converts the number back over to a regular number. If I want this to stay in scientific notation, I have to use this mode key. So I'm going to hit mode, and you're going to get a menu. You'll see it flashing degree is what's selected right now. So you have degree, radian, and gradient mode. We are interested in getting into scientific mode. So I'm going to arrow down, and now you'll see norm, which is in that second line of text. Is blinking. I also need you to make sure that your calculator is set on classic and not math print. So you should have it set at classic first, and then we're going to go up and make sure, change it over to scientific. So you'll see SCI is blinking. I'm going to hit enter, and that's going to select that. So you'll see the norm isn't selected any longer. So this is what it should look like: degree, SCI, float, and classic. And you're going to hit enter and then do second quit. If you can't see the quit, okay, you'll see that is in green, so the same as your second button here, it's in green as well. So any of these functions that are in that neon green, you're going to need to hit the second function to get them. So I'm going to do second quit, okay, again, and hit enter again, and that puts my number back into scientific notation. And if we basically enter, we saw that that was, if I clear that out, if I enter 12,300 and hit enter, it automatically puts it into scientific notation. And you see up here, this SDI is telling you that your calculator is set in scientific notation. Okay, I'm going to clear that out. If we enter a number that has a negative exponent, so I'm going to enter 5.67 times 10 to the negative 8th. So I'm going to hit 5.67. Again, my times 10 to the nth key. This time I need a negative sign, so this negative button, this is what changes your sign here at the bottom. 8, and I'm going to hit enter. And you'll see that, again, we're still in scientific notation mode. It's going to leave that number alone. If I want to know what that is in regular notation, I'm going to go back to my mode key, so I'm going to hit mode. Okay, you'll see it flashes on degree again. I'm going to arrow down and then arrow over, hit enter. So again, SCI isn't blacked out anymore, so normal is selected. Again, I'm still in classic view. And then I'm going to hit second quit to get out of that. And if I hit enter again, it's going to convert my number over to standard notation, or the normal way we look at numbers. Now, you'll notice something a little bit different if you look carefully. This is 5.67 times 10 to the negative 8. Over here, I only have 5.7. So because this number is fairly small, there's not enough room for the calculator to display the entire number. So anytime you see that, you want to change your mode back over, again, down and over, enter, and then quit, and hit enter again to see the entire answer. Because if you don't have all of that in there, you may not see the entire part of the answer of a calculation. Okay, and clear that out. I'm going to also put these numbers back in. I'm just going to multiply these two together. So I'm going to take my original 1.23 times 10 to the 4th and multiply it. So 1.23 times 10 to the nth, 4 times 1.23, oops, okay, let me delete that, 23, times 10 to the nth. Oops, excuse me, I'm deleting. Times 5.67 times 10 to the nth, negative 8, again, negatives at the bottom, and hit enter. And that gives me my answer, 6.97 times 10 to the negative 4th. Again, because of sig figs, I'm multiplying two numbers with 3 sig figs each, so I have 3 sig figs in my answer. And again, one last time, if I want to get that in regular notation, I'm going to hit my mode button, mode, arrow down, arrow to the left, so normal flashes, hit enter, okay, it'll go off SCI, and then second quit. And that is how you use scientific notation on this calculator.